we'll just go straight into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Background Football Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Background Football Podcast. I'm here again with my co-host Frank.
Hello.
How are you, Frank?
I'm very good.
It's a new year, and to everyone watching, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Hope your time off was good. Ours certainly was as well.
Happy 2026.
But there's a lot of football still going on throughout the festive period and into the new year. There's still a lot to talk about, but we're halfway through the season. And I was thinking it's quite a good time to do sort of half-season review. So we're going to look back on what we predicted before the season started and react to them, I guess.
Let's do it.
So let's jump straight into it. And the first thing was obviously we predicted the top six. And I'll read yours out first, Frank. So you put Liverpool to win it. City second, Chelsea third, Arsenal fourth, Spurs fifth, Villa sixth, United seventh.
Okay. Interesting. I forgot I did that.
Yeah,
I remember that I had Liverpool. I can't believe I put you fourth. Yeah,
That's a howler, I can't lie, that's a howler.
I don't know. I mean, well, yeah, it's not great. But having City above you could turn out to be a decent one. But generally, it's not the best.
No, it's not great.
But if City end up winning the league, then you'd look at that and think, I tell you what, there's a few things to take from that.
Yeah, I mean, and we both put Liverpool to win the league at
Yeah.
the start of the season. I think, I'd say
think
70,
most people
if not 80% of people probably did as well.
You know what, I'm a bit annoyed actually as well, because even though we both put them, we had a lot of apprehension about them even from the get-go, I think.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm actually quite annoyed that we both put them.
I know, but it kind of just, it seemed like
it was just what.
who's going to stop them?
Yeah.
You had that feeling of they've brought in all these insane world-class players, talented youngsters, and they're just like, you're looking at their attack in particular, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You still have Van Dijk at the back, you've still got their midfield from last year. Who was going to stop them? I mean, and this is... When I tell people, like, football is not always black and white. You know, shit happens. Things don't always work. And yeah, I think you're seeing that kind of now with Liverpool. They've kind of haven't been able to click or glue yet, really.
No, and I guess time will tell if it will eventually happen. I mean, they are starting to play a little bit better. But still not amazing. I mean, against Leeds, they weren't great.
Oh, it's an awful game.
Terrible game.
Fucking New Year's Day.
Absolutely.
It's awful. But then Chelsea third, again, it's not...
I think that's not a bad shout.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Arsenal fourth is pretty bad.
I mean, to be honest, I just put you there
that
purely out of spite. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I actually think I thought you were going to win it.
Really?
Maybe. I just didn't want to say it. I mean, I was never going to put you first, even if I did think it.
Did you actually? No, I don't think you did, because when I was watching it back, you did not give that... You
Oh, I would never have given the impression, but I think in my head I might have...
Maybe you're saying it because you're nervous.
Yeah.
Because I was the opposite. I mean, I know we're top of the pack now. I just had this kind of sickly feeling that not everything that was going to go wrong, but that...
Your time had passed.
Yeah, it was kind of, we missed the boat a little bit.
Yeah, your opportunity was a couple of years before.
Yeah, and then City were kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's not done and dusted yet, of course it's not. There's still half season to go. We know how much can change in football. 2 game weeks, and suddenly...
I know, because you guys had pretty much won the league like about a month ago. You know? And now there's a big title race.
Chelsea won the league as well when they won 1-1 to us.
Yeah. Well, they didn't win, but they were title contenders, and then that fell off.
Yeah, same with Villa as well.
Villa can fuck off. Villa and Chelsea, the only title contenders are City.
Yeah,
the only
at
ones.
this point.
And you, obviously.
Yeah. But Spurs fifth, again, it's not...
But I tell you what, there's a lot of the season left to go.
Yeah.
I feel like we will climb up. I don't know if we'll climb up to 5th, but we will climb
It's
up.
also it's tight in the middle of the pack.
Exactly. It's still until like really I think March, that sort of middle of the pack and top maybe 5th to 8th, 5th to 7th doesn't really take proper shape till like March, I think.
Yeah.
I
But
think
you-
the title you kind of know by now who's going to be challenging, but I think that sort of Europa League spots,
Yeah.
it's a lot later.
Because at this point, you're sitting in, where are you sitting, 13th, 12th or something? It's not great.
13th, yeah.
And if you told you or Spurs fans
Mm.
halfway through the season, like, you're going to be 13th, 12th,
Mm.
you wouldn't be very happy, would you?
Mm-mm.
And it's not been
Not at all.
the best start.
It's been a terrible start. Absolutely shocking.
But you're in the ball game of keep faith for a little bit, are you?
Yeah, I mean, you got to give him to the end of the year, but it's a tough one for Spurs fans because it's like, again, it just seems like we don't really have any identity. And, yeah, I don't know. Like, I was at the Liverpool game just before Christmas, and even though we lost and it was crazy and we got 2 red cards, it was kind of brilliant because the fans were behind the team and it was... You actually felt we had some sort of fight.
It was a bit more of a chaotic Ange performance.
Yeah, completely. But I feel like the fans missed it, and I really enjoyed it. It was my favorite game of the season,
Even though you lost,
Even though we lost, like by a mile.
That's interesting because
So
it's kind of where do you find the balance of being hard to beat and pragmatic, or
Yeah.
being chaotic, loose, and conceding loads, but you might score loads. And
Yeah.
some days you might get battered 4-0, but other days you win 4-0,
And
or you lose 1-0 and win one. Like, it's where do you find the
No,
right
I know.
balance?
And to be honest, where I am right now, at least in my footballing journey, I would actually rather less balance and straight up chaos. It's more interesting, and I think
it's when you're in your position now, where your expectation is like, all right, let's try and get Europa League. If we can challenge top 4, great, but I'm not kind of expecting that.
yeah.
Then I kind of agree. But I think when you climb further and further up the table, it's those really fine margins, and I think
I do agree.
I don't think you can win the league playing. I don't know. Can you?
No. I'm not sure you
I don't
can,
know.
but I'm just saying. For me, I actually would care less about winning titles and being majorly successful, but would actually rather have the spirit of the club back up and going, and maybe you challenge for a couple cups, win the Europa League like we saw last year. Do something like that. Don't care if you finish 7th or 8th, but you're playing entertaining football. The fans love the team. That's what I would like to see. To be honest,
Yeah.
right now, I actually don't care about us working our way back into a consistent top 4. I actually kind of see that. I just feel that's a bit boring. That's where I'm at now.
So just go for the trophies.
Go for the trophies
Go for the
and
cup.
try and be kind of classic Tottenham, kind of be what Ange was doing, which I can't believe I'm saying that now. But
Yeah, because I'll take you back though. You were not saying that last season.
no, I wasn't.
And
but,
a lot of you lot were slating him, and rightly so.
No, I know, but I think I'd have it back now.
I get where you're coming from, but it's kind of you were all calling for him out,
Of course.
and then you won the Europa League, and then you all kind of changed your tune a little bit,
Yeah.
and then you kind of rationalised in your head that Frank was a good appointment, and it still could be a good appointment.
Yeah.
Let's not get twisted. Frank still could carve out an identity and a good balance and squad there. Like it's
No,
you don't seem convinced.
No.
I don't know,
No. I think he could. I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like we've got a little bit off topic because we were going top 6. So then you had Villa 6th, United 7th. I mean, we'll brush on that
Yeah.
a little bit.
I mean, I think
It's not the worst
I think not
prediction
the
in the
worst.
world.
I think Villa could still easily finish 6th.
Yeah.
United could.
United in and around it
They're-
though.
they're
Not
doing alright.
They're doing alright.
Yeah.
They're like 11 points with Chelsea,
Yeah.
and Chelsea were doing well at one point. I mean, I mean, actually, it's mental. We have to talk about it very briefly. Maresca getting sacked.
Really terrible decision.
I was honestly like, what on earth are they thinking?
Yeah, I know. I can't say I'm surprised though.
I'm not surprised that much. Just the way that Chelsea have operated with sacking Poch when you maybe think, give him another season.
Yeah.
Then you're like, we're bringing Maresca, who hasn't. It was his first managerial job. He'd only been Pep's number 2 for a few seasons. Obviously, there's a talented coach in there, but he's never managed a big side. There's lots of question marks. Does well in his first season. Top 4, Conference League and the Club World Cup. I mean, it's a good season. It's a very good season, in fact.
But even throughout that season and in the summer, there was still talks of Chelsea looking at like, Iraola. They see Iraola as the replacement to Maresca.
Yeah,
you don't talk about replacing a manager when he's doing well.
Yeah.
They were already talking about Maresca like he was the manager, just a stepping stone to the next one.
And the thing is, he might be.
He could be, but like you don't.
It's harsh.
But you can't say that when he's doing well.
And sacking him now, right? It was only a month ago he won the Premier League manager of the month.
He's unbeaten.
Put up a really good performance against Arsenal.
Very good.
Against 10 men.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. He's had a few draws, a few little slips here and there. But Chelsea have the youngest average age of any team in the Prem.
It's
like 23.
Yeah.
Something like that. Don't quote me. But something like that. For him to be doing this, even getting top 4 last season and kind of slowly building something, for him to be doing that with such a young team with a lot of time to develop, I don't know, I just think it's really harsh.
Yeah. No, I think it's really harsh. I completely agree.
Like, Arteta survived worse than that.
And much worse. And you're reaping the rewards of it now. No, I think it's terrible. Also, you look at Chelsea's transfer strategy, and again, I could be wrong, but I'm really not convinced that Maresca plays a huge role.
No, I don't think so either.
I think that's the board and the club. And I think they've fallen short massively in not signing keeper, centre-back, and just how many of the signings have been pretty terrible.
But to be fair to him, I've got to give credit where credit's due. Robert Sanchez has stepped up quite a lot this season.
Yeah.
He's been a lot better.
I still don't think he's not going to take them to the next level.
No, neither do I, but I just want to give credit where credit's due, because we've slated him a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
We've slated him a lot, but I do just want to say he has been pretty good this season, bar a few little mishaps, but
I think he's been alright.
Nah, Frank, he's been good this season. He's been good. I don't know.
I think he's been alright. I don't think he's been good.
No, but I think if you ask Chelsea fans, they'll say he's improved a lot. But anyway,
I think he's improved a lot, but I don't think he's been good. I think he's become average.
I think that's harsh.
I don't know.
I feel that. But anyway, moving on. So yeah, I mean, my top 6 predictions, it's not too dissimilar. Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, Newcastle, United. So
interesting. I mean, I'd say yours is actually pretty good.
The big talking point really is I don't know why. Well, not don't know why, but putting Newcastle 5th. I mean, again, it's similar to your situation. They could go on a little run.
I mean, they kind of did that last year, innit?
Yeah.
Last year they started a bit shaky.
Like, they could go on a little run and they could end up doing it.
Yeah.
Because their first 11, starting 11, is capable, I think. I think that's fair. They've got really good midfield when they're all fit. Solid defence, good coach. Voltemada's doing well. This is still blending in,
just
still coming in.
To play a few games.
Murphy, Barnes, Gordon,
they've got a good team. They've got a good squad.
And I think, you know what might be a blessing in disguise? They get knocked out of the Champions League.
Yeah.
Just drive up the league.
Yeah.
Like, it still could happen.
Do you know where they're doing it? How they're doing in the Champions League?
I think they're doing all right. They're probably like mid-table.
Yeah,
they've lost, they've won, and they've drawn.
Yeah,
I think they're kind of like a little bit of a mixed bag. But Yeah, and then United after that. So not putting Spurs in the top 6 isn't the worst shout. Because I was watching it back yesterday, and when I said that, you were like, "What? Ow! What?"
No, but at the start of every year, you have to have Tottenham
No, you don't.
in the top 6.
No, you don't.
I think you do. coming off the back of European triumph, and to build with a squad, I think you had to have us in there. But it's a shame.
Yeah.
I think you saw maybe something else that I wasn't quite seeing.
Yeah. Sorry, apologies on my chest. Relegation. Moving on.
I'm interested to see who we put. I think
We actually put exactly the same.
Yeah.
And to be fair, 3 pretty reasonable shouts.
we had Wolves in there, no? Yeah.
Burnley, Leeds, and Wolves. We went for all of them.
Yeah. Did I say Wolves rock bottom as well?
I think we didn't do an order.
Yeah.
Kind of just like in no particular order. But then we might have discussed, because I didn't watch the whole thing. I was just going for the little bits. So, but we did talk about Wolves and how they could really, really struggle without Cunha. It seems like their time.
Yeah. What can we say?
This is why you should
This is
listen.
why we have minds. Greatest football minds
Greatest
here.
football minds. And then Burnley, again, was a kind of a little bit of another no-brainer.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're going to be in the scrap.
Yeah.
I think they will fall short.
I think they'll go
unfortunately.
down. I think
for them.
Leeds could stay up. I think Leeds have got it in them more than
Yeah.
Burnley.
Yeah, there's something about Leeds, like even just watching the Liverpool game yesterday, or 2 days ago even, they just look harder to beat.
Yeah.
They're a bit more well drilled. They look a bit more physical, bit more experience. I don't know, Calvert-Lewin up top.
I think they've just got a bit more about them. I mean, Calvert-Lewin up top is crucial
Yeah,
for them.
and like that signing, when I heard that at the start of the season, I think me and a lot of people were a little bit like, "Oh, that's a risk."
Yeah.
Mainly because of injuries. 'Cause
Yeah.
on his day, when he's fit, he's a good Premier League player.
But he hasn't been able to string a run of games together.
And suddenly he has, and he scored like 6 in 7 or
I think 7 and 8.
7 in 8. Which,
7 and 8, and nearly it was offside, but nearly made it 8.
And I remember saying Leeds will only stay up if they can score enough goals.
Yeah.
And I was questioning where do the goals come from.
They got
And,
it, yeah.
so that's
And they've picked up. I mean, you look at their last, I think it's like their last 6 games or something like that. But they've had some really hard games. Got a draw against Chelsea, draw against Liverpool.
they beat Chelsea.
Did they beat Chelsea?
Yeah,
Did they beat 'em?
at Ellen Road.
Oh,
They
shit.
beat him 3-1.
Is it 3 mad?
And they smacked Palace as well.
They've got some, they're picking up.
And I think with the bottom end of the table, you win 2 games and suddenly it's just like you're... But it goes the same way.
Yeah, it
You
could.
you lose a few on the bounce and someone wins, and then suddenly you're in it again.
I think the only thing that could... I think Leeds will definitely be in the scrap. I think it's someone like... I mean, West Ham, currently 18th. I think they have it in them to go on a little run. Kind of how Everton did last year or the year before, where they just had a little run and it was suddenly like, oh, actually,
we're
they're
alright.
completely fine. And I think West Ham have it in them.
Oh, definitely.
that.
I mean, you look at West Ham's squad.
Yeah.
Their team's way too good to get relegated.
I mean, I'd love to see him.
It would
I'd love
be
to
quite
see him
funny.
go down.
It would be
I hate West Ham. Scum.
I don't mind them that much.
Absolute scum. But Tottenham and West Ham, we've got a
Got a little thing.
Yeah.
I feel like Arsenal, West Ham, not so much.
yeah.
But apart from the fact that they were booing Bryce, I feel like that was a little bit like
Maybe a little bit harsh.
just a bit distasteful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he was their captain and he did leave.
But he won them their first trophy in
That's
like
true.
50 years, lifting it. And then they get given 100 million, not going to a direct rival.
Yeah, you know what, fair play, it's not a bad deal.
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like...
Yeah, it's kind of fair
But
enough.
anyway, we won't talk about that much.
Well, it's
but
a bit
yeah.
like Villa fans booing Grealish.
Yeah.
That same sort of thing.
So not bad. Not bad predictions so far. We'll see if they come true. Top scorer, have a guess who we both went for.
I'll go for Richarlison. Maybe.
Yeah. So that's currently Haaland, just for context. That's currently coming true.
Yeah.
Probably will come true.
I can't see any other way.
Can't see. Let's move swiftly on.
Yeah.
Assists. Top assister. I went for Saka, which he hasn't actually had too many assists.
No,
but it wasn't the worst shout.
It's a good. I think it's a good shout at the start of the season.
Yeah, especially with corners.
Yeah.
And corners, set pieces, and just our overall adding of attack.
Yeah.
But it hasn't quite happened for Saka this season yet.
No, he's looked off it. I mean, it didn't help him being injured.
No, I mean, I think I'd put it like he's kind of bubbling a little bit. He's simmering at the moment. He's kind of playing like decently. He's not like tearing everyone apart, but like you see it every few games where he just like skins a defender and you're like, okay.
That's the thing. He's still got it in him to kind of do
like, he's simmering. He's not boiling.
No, definitely not. I'd say he's slightly less than simmering. I think simmering's too close to boiling. I think.
Okay, like a.
I think he's about 70 degrees. 70 degrees. I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
Fine. And I don't mind that too much. As long as second half of the season, when it gets to February, March and on, that's when I want you in form.
Yeah, and it's fair.
And I don't mind it.
Yeah. But will he?
Yeah. Will he? But we all know the quality.
Yeah. But then you do ask, why is he not doing it now? Completely.
I don't know. I think there's just less burden on him, you know?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Last few months, you know how there's been past few years, there's been a huge angle bias in our side of always going down the right. It's the right, the Saka.
Yeah.
Now, you watch a few of our most recent games, it's a lot more even. Now it's Trossard, Saka, Trossard. And I think I think he's getting a little bit less of the ball.
Do you think that the spread out of where the play's coming through, do you think that is because Saka has not been playing as well, because he's been injured, or because or Saka is not getting as much of the ball? Saka's not playing as well because he's not getting as much of the ball. Do you think who do you think's behind it? Do you think it's stemming from Saka not playing as well, or stemming from other players being better?
I think more so other players being better, but I actually think it's the whole balance of the side. I think our left side has been somewhat sorted. Not sorted, but even last year, a few seasons ago, the left side was always a little bit like...
Yeah, it was always weak.
It was weaker than the right? There was... Like, Lewis Skelly used to like inverted, and you had kind of Trossard or Martinelli. Yeah. And they were both
sort of headless chickens a little bit.
But now, this season, Trossard's really stepped up. In my opinion, he's been our best attacker this season. He's quality.
Yeah, to be fair. Pops
up when you need him. And I think just Calafiori making these... I don't know, I think the whole balance of the side is better. So there's just not as much of a bias towards the right, I think. I think that's the main thing why he's not getting as much of the ball. But I do think when he does get the ball, it's looking like, especially when Gyökeres is playing, he gets a little bit more space because you can't double up on him as much. When you've got someone like Gyökeres, and I know he hasn't been amazing, I'm not trying to say he has, because he hasn't.
No, yeah.
But just having someone who just stays up front and just occupies two centre-backs, it helps.
That is actually very interesting. I kind of agree with that.
Because it's like all of our three other strikers, Marino, Havertz, and Jesus, they'll fucking be just in centre mid, left back, right back, and it's all good when it works and it looks pretty and it's nice. It's great, but sometimes you just want someone to be there.
And it's interesting you say that that's spread out the play and given more freedom onto the left side or the right side. I think I actually really see that.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that's why I would say Gyökeres, well, to be fair, I think kind of any classic striker could do what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
But I think just you signing a proper striker has been a good signing. I think, but like I said, I think you could have got someone for 15 million who could have done the same job.
Yeah, I mean, we could have gone and got Mateta,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah.
Stuck him up top,
Yeah.
and he probably would be doing better.
Yeah.
But time will tell. I
we'll see.
still think, you know, I'm not going to completely give up on him just yet.
But he is a little bit of a donkey.
He's a little bit.
He is a proper donkey.
I quite like him. And so for you, I don't think you actually said any for some reason.
Oh.
Maybe I was just skipping through and I couldn't see it, but anyway, we'll just move on.
Yeah.
Player of the year, you went for Cole Palmer.
Yeah. Fallen short with that one.
So that hasn't been the greatest shout.
No, but to be fair, he's been out for pretty much the whole season.
Yeah, you kind of got
it's
a little bit unlucky.
Yeah, it's not a howler, but not been
It's
great.
an unfortunate one
one.
for Palmer. He hasn't really been able to play that much. It's only kind of in recent weeks he started getting back into it.
Yeah, and to be fair, he's looked fairly good when he has been playing.
I mean, we all know how good Palmer
Yeah,
is. Like,
yeah.
It's not an outrageous shout, but I think we'll
Who did
just
you go
move
for?
on. I went for Salah, which again is a pretty
That's
awful
a howler.
shout.
That's a howler. I mean, yeah.
At the start of the season, it's not.
No, of course not, but
It's turned out to be, yeah.
I think that is how you have to say.
Yeah, that's not great.
No, I think you could. It's been his worst season at Liverpool by a mile. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And now he's gone to AFCON. Won't see him for another month or so.
might not see him again.
Might not see him again.
I think we will.
I think we will as well. But
But
so yeah, it's not amazing. But we'll move on. Young Player of the Year. Have a guess who you went for.
Bergvall, Archie Gray.
Bergvall.
Bergvall.
How's Bergvall doing?
He needs to play more. Whenever he plays, he shows he's got that fight. He's got that little. He's got the naivety of being too young. But I still think, and I stand by it, I still think he could be one of the best midfielders in the world in a few
That
years.
is a rogue shout.
I stand by
That's
it.
a rogue shout.
He's got everything. He's got everything you need in a footballer. And to be so young, I stand by it. I think he's unbelievable.
Don't know about
I
that.
stand by it.
Don't know about the best midfielder in the world. Or could be. I don't know.
I think give him
I
a
think
few
he's
years.
good.
He
I
needs
think
to
he
play
can be
more.
a solid Prem player in a top 6 club. I think that's stretching a little bit.
I disagree. I stand
But
by it.
each to their own. Tied to your opinion. My shout was also not a very good one. Nonieri.
That's a
Can't get a game.
absolute howler. Sorry, I'm joking.
Can't get a game. No,
Yeah,
I feel a bit
which
bad
is
for
kind
him.
of. Has he been injured at all? He's been fit.
No, can't get a game.
But Arteta does this. He does his weird shit with like, he's got his favourites, and like if he doesn't rate you, he just will, or like he'll rate you for a little bit. But I feel like he's never fully rated Nwaneri.
And I think it's hard on Ranieri because he's obviously very, very talented. But this ain't a small club.
Yeah.
It's like, without trying to sound like, don't know, like it's Arsenal.
No,
Do you know
no,
what I mean?
yeah.
You're not guaranteed. I don't care how young and talented you are. You ain't guaranteed anything.
No.
You got to fight for your place, and it's harsh because he hasn't really played much.
Yeah,
at
I
all,
mean, do you think
even
he?
coming on?
Do you think there's something behind the scenes going on?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I think something might have happened behind the scenes
Yeah.
that made Arteta gone like, oh,
Because
don't fancy you.
Because it is weird. Because I can think of many different points in the season where you look at the injuries you've had and you're like, Nwaneri could surely he's getting a game here.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, he's had like a few little cameos, but
yeah.
not a lot.
But that's why I feel like when you guys talk about like Max Dowman and everything, I'm a bit like, I just don't see it, because I think we've seen it with a lot of your young players. The only young players really, and I think we're seeing a little bit with Lewis Skelly now as well. Don't get me wrong. I think the only one who's really broken through is Saka.
Yeah.
Because like you look at, there's a bunch of don't get me wrong, he breaks a lot of them through. You look at Saka, Smith Rowe, Lewis Skelly, Nwaneri, Dowman. We've seen it with Lewis Skelly now, seen it with Nwaneri, and that's why. And Smith Rowe same thing kind of happened with him.
And I think like the most simple way that I'd put it is kind of like, the young players, they come in a little bit exciting at the start. Then like the big professional adults are like, fuck off.
Yeah, yeah.
It kind of feels like that to me. It's felt like that when Calafiori's come back in, he's kind of like, who's this kid?
Yeah, yeah.
Not in like a patronising way, but like, I'm an Italian international.
No.
They've signed me for 40 million. Like,
but then I don't quite get where Arteta's head is at in terms of like, why bring them all the way in and then it's like almost completely isolate them. It's just a bit weird.
But the other point to that, I go back to when Pep was blending Foden in, and you saw at the start it was just like a little dabble.
Yeah.
Dabble.
I mean,
for like, even for like 2 years, 3 years.
Good 3 years.
Dabble.
Yeah.
Suddenly, bang.
Yeah.
And then he like exploded, and it was like, oh my god.
No, to be fair,
and I'm kind of hoping that that's the treatment that he's given to Ranieri, Lewis Skelly. I mean, and because remember, like last season, they played out of necessity rather than.
I mean,
but injuries.
But do you not think Lewis Skelly was keeping? Lewis Skelly was holding his place. I definitely see Ranieri.
No, he was on his place, but Calafiori couldn't keep fit.
No, I know.
To be fair to him, kept Zinchenko out, and Zinchenko.
Yeah.
You know,
multiple Premier League title winner. But one last thing I want to say on that with Pep and in terms of that way of developing young players, I think it's better to just throw them in personally. You look at Saka, you learn from maybe not being ready and you just pick it up. And you look at Palmer. Palmer wasn't ready to have that sort of thing under Pep. Went to Chelsea, was like, fuck this. And now look at him now.
And I'm like slightly concerned that another Prem team's going to come in for Ranieri and just...
Yeah.
And if I'm him, I'm like, I need to play.
Yeah.
And going back, it's difficult because we're going for a title. There's no favours in professional football.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like... And I want to see him more. I want to give Saka more of a rest, but then you got Madueke, needs to play. Trossard, you can't drop him at the moment. Martinelli's he's actually been doing all right this season. Eze. There's so many options.
No, I know.
And these are all big money players on big wages.
Yeah.
And they're adults.
And I also think that's the thing. It's like you guys, I don't think you're looking to the future as much as, or in the same sense, you're going out, you're spending big money, and you're bringing in players who are going to win you the title this season. That's what you're going for. You're not looking at the next 5 years.
Yeah.
You're looking at the next year.
Because I think it will come. It's come a point where it's win the league, then we can focus on the future.
Yeah,
we can build on one major trophy, triumph. Then we can start thinking about, all right, how do we blend in Dauman? How do we... And then you slowly, over the next 5 years, ease out the older players. Maybe start becoming a better selling club.
Yeah.
Because we are not a good selling club.
No.
Like, if we can... All right, for example, I don't know. We have Eze for 4 years. That's great. Sell him to Bayern for 70 million. Get our money back. And just...
Yeah,
thanks.
I mean, I think that's a little bit ambitious.
No, yeah,
but fair. But
you
I
understand
see
my point.
Yeah, I get the point. And to be fair, I think you guys, and I don't mean this as a dig, I think you guys are desperate to win the league.
Oh yeah.
And I don't mean that. But like in terms of
your
your transfer strategy over the past few years, the big money you've spent, I think it's yeah.
Cool. Moving on. Best signing, Frank. This one made me laugh because it is an absolute stinker. You went for Kirkes.
Oh fuck! Yeah, that is terrible. That's a howler.
That is a howler.
That is terrible.
But
Jesus.
At the time, I didn't disagree.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a good signing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people kind of did as well.
I think my one saving grace in this pick is my justification for it being the best signing, which if I remember, it was that in my head I was like, okay, Trent and Robertson have both been such an important part of Liverpool's team for the past 5-6 years or whatever, and I think, and my view was that Kirkes coming in and to some extent Frimpong would completely replace that, and it would be like they hadn't left.
Yeah.
Or I know Robertson's still there, but he's getting on, and they hadn't gone basically. So my logic was that basically replacing them so perfectly would mean that they would be able to flourish. And I think one of the reasons that they've been so poor this season is because Frimpong and Kirkes have not replaced them perfectly, and especially Kirkes has been shite. So yeah.
But you put him best side.
I know.
You've got to take that.
I'll take that one on the chin. I'll take on the chin. That's a flop.
But yeah. But it's always quite funny to look back. When we were like, because I was watching the little segment of us talking about it, and we're both like, oh, yeah.
Great side.
Oh, it's wicked.
He's gonna be top.
It just shows, like,
Yeah.
in hindsight, it's very easy to like say, what were we thinking? But can't lie.
No.
I went for Zubimendi, which I think he's been a good signing. He's a very good player.
It's probably a good shout.
I haven't really noticed Partey leaving. I think he's an upgrade.
Yeah,
I think his football IQ is off the charts.
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit like Arteta on the pitch in terms of like, no, I mean, like having a manager on the pitch, just kind of like seeing the game, dictating it. I don't know.
No, I see. I think he runs your games.
Yeah,
I think.
and I think he's a different player to Partey in that aspect, and kind of just composed and just you trust him.
Yeah.
Spanish midfielder. You need a Spanish midfielder.
You do. Very good signing. Good shout, I think. Any other honourable mentions? I think Cherky's been great.
I love watching Cherky play. I think Volmard has been good.
Yeah.
But he's been a bit unfortunate because he's been good and he's been scoring, but Newcastle haven't been winning.
Yeah.
So it hasn't really.
No, it's not. It's
Same with Ekatike. He's been good, but because Liverpool haven't been that good.
Yeah, sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. I mean, from us, it's been Zubimendi's been our best signing.
Yeah. At the start of the season, Kudus looked great.
Yeah,
he's kind of
fizzled
petered out.
out
He's fizzled out a little bit, but we're partly just we're not playing amazing.
Same with Grealish, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Could argue Calvert-Lewin if Leeds stay up.
Xhaka.
I
think it's got to be Xhaka.
Mukiele.
I think
Xhaka, Mukiele. Yeah.
Even like Roofs, the keeper.
Yeah. He's top. I really like him.
Mate.
Very commanding. I'd take him over Vicario.
Yeah. I'd hold off just a little bit.
I know. But I love the way he's just commands that team.
Well, he's
very calm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've got all right, we'll move on. Flop of the season.
I know who I picked.
And I've done. You did kind of two. One of them, not a bad shout. The other, I mean, you know what? It's not too bad. João Pedro / Gyökeres.
Yeah.
That's what you put.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
I mean, he's been on and off João Pedro though.
I mean, at the start of the season, I was fucking eating my own words. I was like, Jesus Christ, I've fucked it here. He looks like a proper player.
But he's kind of fizzled out a little bit.
Fizzled out a lot.
But he's still popping up every now and then.
I still think he's decent. I mean, I think flop is probably it's harsh.
Like, I don't think he's a flop.
No.
It's too soon.
Yeah.
It's also kind of too soon to say Gyökeres is as well, but
yeah, I think
that's the better of the two.
I think for what people thought they were getting with Gyökeres, I mean, he was top scorer in Europe last year. You know what I mean?
I mean, I said on the video, he was going to get 20 goals in the league.
Yeah. So. How many is he on now?
6.
Yeah. Will he hit 10?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Will he hit 12? I reckon.
No, but
15's a stretch.
But you know what? Football's weird, right? He scores one. Suddenly, he just finds himself in the right position like every week.
No.
And he goes on a little run.
Yeah.
You never know. That shit can happen.
You never know. But he could also
not.
Just as easy.
And I think because the way we play as well, our goals are coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
We're not relying on him to score,
No,
which is a good thing. It's a blessing.
It is.
The fact that he is not doing that well.
Yeah, no, to be fair.
And
You're still doing.
We're still like
top
we scored
of the
4 against Villa.
Yeah.
Didn't have a hand in any of the goals.
Yeah. It's kind of quite true. He's kind of just there for vibes. It's like he's not doing shit, but he's just there.
Yeah, he's occupying defenders.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to make sense of why he's good, Frank.
That's the thing. I think it's a good sign. You needed that sort of player, but you could have.
He's also just funny.
You
like,
you could have Andy Carroll up there.
He'll smack in a penalty.
No, I know. He loves it.
Good penalty taker, I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah, that's 60 million
Yeah,
worth there.
fucking
Yeah.
hell, yeah.
Get Andy Carroll.
And then I went for Cunha.
Yeah, I think that's. Flop.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
No, I wouldn't. I don't think he's a flop.
No,
I
I
think
he's been.
But he's been hot and cold as well. Though.
Yeah,
I think
he
it's. You can't say he's been like.
I don't think he's been a good
lighting it up.
No, I think he's shown glimpses of. He again similar to last season that he can or could be that sort of rallying player for United.
Yeah.
So I think he's been good, but he's not been anything super special.
Similar-ish to João Pedro. He's been
kind
of like.
Yeah.
You've had moments of what a player, and he's a very good player.
Yeah.
But you want more, I think.
Yeah. Or just more consistency, I think.
Yeah, but that's been United though.
Yeah, from the
whole season. Yeah. Bargain. This one cracked me up so fucking much. You went for Vuskovic.
It's still gonna come. It's gonna.
But he's on loan.
I know. But next year, it's gonna come through.
Like you said, Vuskovic before, like.
To be fair,
got sent out on loan.
But to be fair, we signed him like the year before.
I know,
that
and
as
you,
well.
so the first
so
one
I
you
cheated. Yeah.
And then he's not even in your squad. He's not even in the country.
Yeah, no.
Vuskovic.
But to be fair, when I said that, he was. He got sent out on loan after. But still, yeah,
Not a great shout.
Not amazing. But he's gonna come. He's gonna come good.
And then you said /Kepa.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, Kepa. I mean,
I
I still think he kind of is a bit of a bargain.
No, he is.
Very good backup.
Hasn't played many games. It's only been
No.
a few cup games, but he's looked solid. Kept a few clean sheets. No complaints from me. To be honest.
mean, he's a. You'd probably say a decent Prem side first keeper. So to have him as your second keeper is pretty good.
Yeah. And I did a few. Liam Delap, which it still could come though. He hasn't looked great.
But I don't think that's not the best shout.
It's not the best shout.
No.
Xhaka,
Yeah.
which I think that's a pretty good shout.
Very good shout.
And I did /Mosquera as well, which again is a pretty good shout.
Yeah.
But he's injured at the moment. But when he has played,
Yeah, he has looked very
he's
good.
looked pretty good. So
Yeah.
2 of the 3 I think were good shouts.
Yeah.
I mean, Delap, it still could be a bargain, but we're not seeing it yet.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know.
He's a bit of a lump, isn't he?
He's just a lie. I think he's only a bargain because I mean he's I think he's like Gyökeres, to be honest. I think very similar.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's a bit more Sunday League in his style.
Do you reckon? I don't know. I think they both are. I'm not even like trying to take the piss.
Delap looks more like a Sunday League striker to me.
I think he looks more.
Because he's a little bit. I think he maybe just looks more English.
I think they both. No, I think they both are. Gyökeres is a fucking lump.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry. Most improved. Now you fucking cheated so much. So you went for. So it's most improved player. You went for Tottenham's defence.
I mean, it's not a terrible shout though.
What, from 17th to 13th?
No, but our defence, we can't score. I mean, we're not doing incredible, but compared to last year, our defence last year, absolute shambles.
Yeah.
This year, at least, it's not been. I mean, it's not been amazing, but it's not been.
It's been not.
The worst in the world.
Yeah. I guess it's not wrong,
Yeah.
but the category was most improved player.
Yeah. So I did cheat.
Fucking hell, you love cheating.
I do. Who did you have?
I went for Patrick Dorgu, which
Dodgy Dorgu.
Dorgu, I mean,
Just scored a good goal. I mean, you're lucky this podcast has come when it has, because he's actually looking. Well, he scored a great goal against Newcastle and then
okay.
disallowed.
Has he improved?
Nah,
Maybe a
maybe a
little
tiny
bit.
bit, but he's not improved a lot.
He's not been standout.
Nah.
So, and the other one, it's an awful shout. I said Fulkrug / Fulkrug.
Yeah, that's a terrible shout. Jesus, what's he even doing?
He's injured again, I think.
Is he?
He's been injured like the whole time again.
Yeah, I can't lie.
That's been a shocking
I know.
move from West Ham.
Proper flop. And I
Shame
would
as well.
not have seen it coming.
No, I thought he was going to be
gonna
alright,
a great
but
signing.
can't stay fit.
Yeah.
It's not really his fault, but.
Yeah.
And then most disappointing, you went for Saliba.
Not the worst
That's a
shout.
pretty bad shout.
Yeah, but
Because he hasn't been disappointed in the slightest.
I think he's been a little bit.
No,
I
I
think
don't
people
think he
are
has
just
at all.
starting to see that maybe he's not quite all that.
No,
Do you not reckon?
no, he's been quality this season.
Yeah, I
Got the best defence in the league.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And he's a big part of that.
No, he's been.
Like, I think people are actually properly clocking on that actually Gabriel, I think, is better.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, people.
But I think that's more props to Gabriel rather than
maybe.
Saliba's still.
He's still top.
He's still quality.
No, that's true.
And Real Madrid will still come in for this guy
Yeah.
at some point in the next few years.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Unless they're coming from Mickey, they better not though. Jesus.
Oh, I'd so much rather that actually.
They're looking at him.
Yeah, Romero to Atletico, Van de Ven to Madrid. I think he's a little bit overrated, man. He's a good player.
Mickey?
Yeah.
Ah, you're off your head.
He's
You're off
he's
your
good
head.
player. But like some people go on like he's like the best centre back in the league and like the world. And I'm like,
Do they?
you lot?
What do you mean? Mate, he's top 5 in the league.
Is he?
Yeah.
R2, Van Dijk,
Both of
Diaz, Gvardiol. No, I'd give him 6th. Is he better than Romero? You'd have him over Romero?
No, I don't know. I think I'd have both of them over Saliba though.
I'm
not even joking.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. I think Romero and Van de Ven are better than Saliba.
Fucking hell.
I think they are.
Deluded Spurs fans.
No.
Why are you 13th?
Well, because it's the rest of our team.
Your defence is not that good.
Our
you
centre
mean?
backs are. Our centre backs are.
But you think they're so good, but I see so many of your goals that could have been avoided by one of them two making a
But
mistake.
it's further up the pitch
No,
and
it's
the
not
tactics.
always though.
It
It's
is.
not always.
And
Like, you try to defend them all the time. Like they're not flawless.
they are not far off.
This is what I mean. Like Saliba's not flawless, but your two are not flawless.
They're
Spurs
not. No,
fans
they're
act
not,
like they're
but
some god centre backs. They're not.
No, they are. They're better. They're better than.
They're not
They're better than
Saliba.
Saliba. They're better than Saliba.
I'd rather have Nkapie and Calafiori than your two.
Now you're taking the piss.
Okay, for my most disappointed, I think this is a pretty good shout. I went for Rodri.
Yeah, bit harsh purely.
It's
because
harsh.
He's been injured, but
my rationale, speaking back then, was when he comes back from injury. Well, okay, it's a bit harsh because he kind of hasn't really come back yet. But when he comes back, he's not going to be the same as people think he's going to be, and he's not going to be the world-class Ballon d'Or midfielder we've seen.
I think.
I still could eat my
to
words.
be fair, I still think it's a prediction,
Yeah.
because he's only just coming back from injury.
Yeah,
I think. I mean, but
and I could eat my words.
so I think it's just not good or bad. It's just still it hasn't. We haven't found out yet.
Yeah.
We'll find out by the end of the year.
Underachievers. It's quite a good one from you. You went Forest.
Yeah.
They had a calamity start.
Yeah.
Nuno
fucking hell.
getting
Ange.
sacked, and then Ange had his 30
Jesus.
days or whatever,
Yeah. Not.
and then gets sacked. And then Sean Dyche spun a bit of stability. They've
Yeah.
gathered a little bit of momentum.
They'll be
got a few
alright.
wins. They'll be all right.
They'll
But
be alright. But
I mean, it's not the worst shout considering they had such a good season last season. I think they were always gonna do worse.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
I think easily.
I went for Villa, which it's not a great shout.
It was, but to be fair, it was looking good.
It was
at the
looking
start
like
of
a
the
good
season. Everyone was like, myself included.
Yeah. And they put an insane run together.
Yeah.
beaten some top sides as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not a great shout from me.
No.
I'll hold my hands up.
Yeah.
They're third in the league. They still, I mean, I don't think they're in a title race, but they're still not that far off.
No, I don't think they're not in the race.
They're still not that far off.
But they're up there.
They're in the Champions League race,
Yeah.
which I think that in itself,
That in itself is massive.
is
for
an
them.
overachievement. Is it an overachievement? Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, you'd argue.
Considering they didn't really sign anyone.
Did they sign? They signed one player, no,
that?
late on.
Gusan. Is that his name? Gusan?
What position?
I think he's like a versatile midfielder, can play right back, I think.
Yeah.
Gusan? I
Not
think.
sure.
Anyway, overachievers. Us two, fucking brilliant. You went for Brentford.
Yeah.
I went for Sunderland.
There we go. Bang on.
And we were speaking about it a lot because a lot of people starting the season had Brentford to just be absolute finished.
Yeah.
Dog shit. They're going to finish 20th.
Yeah.
So many people said that.
I know.
And I think me and you were a little bit like, hold
Hang
on.
They're well drilled. They know exactly what they're doing.
The club is well run.
Yeah.
And I know, it's a risk. But they would have weighed up the risks.
Yeah.
They know who this Keith Andrews bloke is. We don't.
I think as well, appointing someone, I think they're very smart not appointing another, not getting in a new manager who's going to bring all these different tactics in.
Yeah.
Because the players, they need a little bit of stability. If they came and brought in, I don't know, some manager who was going to come and try and play some new way of football,
Yeah, like
the players
Pep
would have been
style.
like, what the fuck? And then I think it could have been bad. But I think they've been smart about it.
It's long throws. They've just been a pretty dull team to watch.
Yeah, really fucking
Brentford
dull.
fans won't care.
No.
Sharda he's been quite good for them. Damsgaard's been alright. They're solid.
They've been alright. They're fair.
They're fine.
They're
They're
fine. They'll be alright.
Mid-table.
Next season will be interesting, but that's a
That's a story for
that's
next
another
season.
time.
And then Sunderland. I mean, it's been one of the stories of the season, hasn't
They've
it?
been the biggest overachievers by a mile.
I mean, they've been amazing.
Yeah.
Been amazing. Third best defence in the league. They've picked up points against Arsenal, City, Liverpool. Have they? Liverpool.
Not sure. I think they played them early on. Would not be
Can't
surprised
remember.
though.
But anyway, they haven't lost at home, which
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's only us and them that haven't lost at home.
Yeah.
Xhaka's been one of the signings of the season. Mukiele's been good.
I think when you watch them play as well, you're
Yeah.
you're not watching them play and thinking, oh wow, they're just doing a bit like you, or a little bit how Forest were last year.
They play football.
They play football and they've got a very, very good foundation throughout the whole team. I think it's very, very smart business. They've done exactly what you should do when you're being promoted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fair play to them.
Yeah.
So now we're going on to the few categories. We'll just skim through it because it's not as...
Yeah.
So we went FA Cup winners prediction. We can't really say anything yet.
Yeah.
You went for Everton. I went for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Not too much to be said,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Carabao. You went for Arsenal, which I was like, really pushing it back. I was like, hold on, is this a person I know?
I know, because I think
we are in the semis, to be fair.
There you go.
I went for City.
Singular trophy. You will win.
I went for City. Again,
Yeah.
skim
fair,
through it.
yeah.
Champion's League, you went for Barca or Liverpool.
Both could.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I went
both.
for Arsenal.
Yeah, you bastards. Nah, I don't
Gotta
think...
be done.
you'll win.
First manager sacked. I didn't quite get this right,
Yeah,
but
but
very
I-
almost right.
I feel like you did, because Nuno doesn't... that doesn't really count, because he didn't get sacked on
He
merit.
was kind of resigned.
It-
Like, it was a mutual...
he got sacked, I don't know, because of fuck Forest, basically, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Anyway,
I
go
went for Potter,
Mm.
and you went for Hertzler, which was maybe a little bit harsh, but I think you more went on him because you just don't fucking
Yeah,
like him.
I think I went for him the year before as well. I just really don't like him. I really don't like Brighton. Fuck him, basically.
Yeah.
But they're doing all right. They're keeping it ticking.
They're kind of one of these teams. They'll be in and around mid-table. They'll kind of give you a game on their day,
Yeah.
but they could just as easily kind of get smacked up.
And it's also, to be fair, I think until they actually are in somewhat of a little relegation scrap, you can't really sack the manager, because what if Brighton finish 14th? You're like, yeah, we're Brighton. We shouldn't really be expecting much more. Even though they have done well in recent years. but still, you kind of know what I mean.
Yeah.
But there's more of a threshold to be sat if you're, like, see how we're 13th or whatever, and fans are annoyed at Thomas Frank. If Brighton were there, they're like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, no, the
expectation's just so
should
much
be,
lower.
oh, if we finish top off, good season.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
And
Anyway.
last but not least, manager of the year, I went for Slot, which was an awful shout. But it kind of like, I kind of had to go for him because in my predictions, if Liverpool won the league, it had to be Slot because coming to the Prem and first 2 years winning two Prems, which is not going to happen now. But
Got to stick with your
the time,
previous predictions, yeah.
And then you went for Pep, which still could come to fruition.
And to be fair, that's why I kind of wish I had City top. But anyway, I think if Pep goes and wins the league, and it is his last year, and he makes it, 7 leagues would that make it? I think he's won 6, I believe. Yeah,
he won 2 in a row, then Liverpool won it.
Then
I think.
4 in a row.
Then 4 in a row.
So yeah, it would make it 7, and he's managed to re-galvanise this team. I think that would make him pretty special.
Well,
so I stand by it.
Special.
No, I know, but for this season, you know what I mean.
Well, sweet. So that's the Premier League predictions review. We'll catch you in a second for the next segment. All right, welcome back to this is going to be a new segment of the podcast. And the title is, Today I Woke Up Thinking About a Certain Player.
So today, who did you wake up thinking about?
So today I woke up thinking about Marko Arnautovic.
Ooh, good shout. I quite like that.
You know what it is with him? He wasn't ever that good, but he's the sort of player, especially playing for Stoke, you go away to, the Bet365 stadium.
Yeah.
That period, 2015-16-ish, and you're like, oh, we're in for a game here.
Also, can we just appreciate the Bet365 stadium? But go on, continue.
Brilliant name. But he's just big, powerful, tatted up, aggressive, kind of quick as well. I don't know, there's something about him I used to really, really like, or kind of like/hate.
Yeah,
he's horrible.
Really not likeable character.
He's a horrible character, but he's kind of the type of guy you kind of want him on your team. He's a prick.
Yeah.
But he'll score against you.
But apparently he always said, so I can't remember who said it, but one of his ex-teammates said that his plan was always, he didn't really care. He was like, I just want to end up in China and make money.
Yeah, and he did. He did exactly that.
Yeah.
But he had a few pretty good years in the Prem.
He's always a decent player.
Scoring, I think his best season, he had 11 goals, 7 assists. Respectable numbers for a mid-table side.
In that team.
Yeah, and it was him, Shaqiri.
Yeah.
Had a decent little team, that Stoke team, and I kind of just... He feels like a proper Barclays man. Even though maybe you dissociate him with a little bit after that kind of peak era, if you will, but maybe he fits into that category.
I think he fits into the category, but I think you're right. He's not quite in the era, but he's very much in that category.
Marko Arnautovic, what a guy. Well, pretty horrible guy, but
good player to wake up thinking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Frank, today, who did you wake up thinking about?
Today, I woke up thinking about Steven Nzonzi.
Another he was
Stoke.
In the same team.
Yeah, and so I'll talk you through why I quite like him. So you look at his career, and to be fair, it's a pretty good career. So he started off at, I think it was Amiens French, just breaking through. Then he's like, you know what, I'm going to come to Prem, I'm going to go to Blackburn. And he was part of that Blackburn team who, Yakubu, Christopher Samba, Santa Cruz, good, proper Prem team, and was a good key part of that at a young, early 20s. And then he was like, all right, I quite like it here. I quite fit quite well into the Prem, the physicality of it. I'm going to go to Stoke.
Yeah, and he did, because he was that kind of, he was 6'5",
yeah,
kind of lean build, but a little bit horrible. He's like a shit Fabinho.
Yeah, almost. Little bit more, little bit more in your face than sneaky, I'd say, but still had that horribleness about him. And then so Stoke was good at Stoke, and he kind of from then went from being this Prem Barclaysman as such, gets a move to Sevilla, wins the Europa League with Sevilla in his first season, then gets into the French squad, wins a World Cup with France, doesn't play a key part in the slightest, but
still got a medal.
Still got a medal, was in the squad. And then suddenly you're like, all right, decent little career. Then he goes and finishes it off playing around the Middle East over the last few
Didn't he do a
years.
stint in Roma? At Roma as well, if I made that up.
Oh, I can't remember. I think he did. I think he was on loan there.
Yeah,
but
I feel like he spent a little bit of time in Italy.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm wrong.
He did. I saw he did Italy, bit in Turkey, bit in Iran, bit in Qatar, and now
bit of a journeyman.
he's just gone back to Stoke.
He's back at Stoke.
Back at Stoke.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So you know
a
what?
little bit full circle.
Full circle, and actually ended up being a pretty good career.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Decent
and I
shout.
just want to touch a little bit more on Arnautovic that I did kind of forget. Like after moving to China, he got the bag. Then he obviously moved to Italy, spent a few years with Bologna.
Was he?
Was kind of like their talisman, if you will, scoring. I think he scored 14 goals in the league one year with Bologna. Inter snapped him up. At this point, he was probably 33-ish. Spent another few years at Inter being a squad rotation option. And he's quite a good player to have
I'd like him
on just the bench. Just even if he's not starting, you almost don't really want to start him every week. If you're a good club, you've got someone who's a little bit better.
I wish Prem clubs still sort of sign those players. I feel like they don't.
Yeah,
these
it's kind of
days.
the Origis, sort of that band of
player who's, even if they're getting on, just have them on the bench, like Taremi at Inter as well, kind of another one. Just bring him in on the cheap and have him on the bench, because at one point in the season they'll have a part to play.
Yeah.
But they don't look at that now. They look too much to the future.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, anyway, these little segments. We're just gonna have them at the end.
Yeah.
Nice and short. One player each week. We're gonna start doing it every single time. So yeah, let us know any thoughts, any comments. How are our predictions? How did we do? Let us know yours in the comments as well. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the Background Football Podcast.